Police brutality in Nigeria is one menace which has gained popularity not just nationwide but also across the globe. Now, the popular hashtag #EndSARS protest, which held across Nigeria in October 2020, was occasioned after a public outcry on the rising cases as a result of unwarranted arrests, detention, torture, which sometimes led to the death of victims, whom are oftentimes young Nigerians. Now, although investigative panels of inquiry were established across various states in the country to address not just issues related to police brutality, but also the alleged shooting of protesters at the Lekki toll gate in Lagos State. Many have argued that not much have been achieved by the panels. Now, we're supposed to have a guest on the show today. We're supposed to have a barrister to actually talk about, he's a lawyer and also an activist to talk about police brutality, but he could not make it on the show today. So we'll just, briefly talk about, police brutality. And this is not just unique to Nigeria alone.
Yeah.
You have in the US the Lloyd story, where he was choked to
police
death.
brutality in the U.S. it's mostly centered around
Racism.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you would never see an American police harassing a white person. It is
sometimes
very,
they are.
It's very rare, and when they do, it's because they have hardcore evidence against you. Then they now feel like, okay, yes, we could come to you. But
so what about in Africa or Nigeria?
In Nigeria, honestly, the way I see Nigerian police, Lord forgive me, I feel they're frustrated. I feel there's so much going on with them, and they can't.
They pour out their frustration on Nigerians?
on the people that they are supposed to protect.
Okay.
Because oftentimes I've been in a situation where I'm stopped, going home, I'm stopped. Then the police will ask for something for the night, and then when you say no, it turns to an insult or something. So I see it as frustration for them, but at the end of the day, it doesn't mean you should be brutal to people. These are lives we're talking about, and when it comes to the EndSARS, I don't even like talking about it because I feel if you were not at that toll gate,
you wouldn't
know what happened. I lived very close to the toll gate. I heard the shots when they started burning the toll gate. Every day when people were chanting and shouting, I used to hear it from my room. So till today, whenever they speak of EndSARS, it's a discussion I pull myself out of, because the police, they showed people.
But even aside, police brutality, you actually have a lot of things that I don't think it's just centered on the police. Let's just talk about the paramilitary. You have those who are actually good and know their job and do it well, and you have the bad eggs among them.
Then in Nigeria, if you were to weigh the number of good policemen and number of, I don't want to say bad, but bad policemen. If we're being honest, the numbers for the good people they are going to be low. Not because they are not good policemen, but because of how Nigerians are personally. I feel like when you're Nigerian, it takes a lot for you to be good, because there's just so much bad happening around you. You would want to switch.
Talking about the structure of the country.
Yes, exactly.
That doesn't favor the masses.
Thank you. So you would just want to,
find a way around it, and then it ends up becoming an issue. But the
number, if we're being honest, number of good policemen are very, very, they are scarce.
Okay, so let's move on to entertainment.
Oh, well, that's my beat. So coming up, we have Hadiza Gabon. She was sued for refusing to marry somebody.
Do we know who the somebody is? Is he
his
somebody
name is
that's
Bala Musa, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what his
Is he
name
a well-known person?
That I'm not so sure of.
Okay.
But yeah, in the statement that was released, he said he'd spent some money on her.
How much?
Over 300,000
only
naira.
Only. When you're writing on the bank, when you're writing on a bank slip, you write only.
But this is not. We're not writing check now. No, my concern is, why do men always feel the need to count the things they've done for you when you want to leave, and then they make it seem like you were so,
Dormant.
irrelevant. You did not
They're just
do
there,
anything,
nothing.
nothing.
Okay,
at all.
but we need to establish first of all, did they date? How did he send her the money? What did she want for the money? Did he actually send her the money, or is it a case of someone who, because some of these people, because they actually die-hard fans, these fans can actually get
Carried away.
how do I call? Oh, the English is running away from me. But these die-hard fans can actually, get to the point where they are, they become so possessive of you. And most of them actually go on social media because of course you have pages.
Yeah,
they go on your messages and they start to, talk to you. And when you continue to ignore them, they become erratic and they say or do whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree to that. But I think for someone to take you to court, that's a bit, extreme. That means he probably has like
evidence or something.
Credit alert, debit alert, the day the money was sent, what time he left his account, what time he entered his account, and things like that. So I wouldn't put it past that.
But did she hold his neck and tell him
now
send
that's
the money?
the bigger question,
She
because
didn't.
it's not by force. Men always like to make it seem like it's not by force to, although both religious laws say that you must take care of your woman.
Exactly.
So
in most cases, even if you're not dating and you come and you see a girl you like and you're like, oh, I would love to help you with so amount of money. Would they say no?
No.
It's just say no.
In
you
this
send
country,
it.
would you say no?
Exactly. You
Nobody
would
will
not
say
everything
no.
happening.
Even the man, if somebody comes to give him money, he wouldn't say no.
All right, so let's move on to the next topic.
Yes, moving on to the next topic. Investor Sabinus.
Mr. Sabinus.
Yes, he has his would I call it slogan, or what he normally says, something huge is, I'm expecting something huge. So Peak Milk, I think it was them. They took that
UAC
slogan
Foods.
and they
used it on the billboard without his consent. But is that wait? First of all, I actually saw that going around. One question I want to ask is that particular phrase, is it copyrighted? Because
yes, that's the question I was going to ask
Beyonce
too.
had to go and trademark her children's name, so nobody would use it. Even Kim Kardashian did that. So when he started, I want something. Of course, when you say something huge, he is not the manufacturer or the originator of the word or the phrase. Do you understand? So, but when you say, you want to sue them, did you copyright that particular phrase?
Yeah.
Is it trademarked specifically
my concern
to you,
is
Mr.
the money they are
Sabinus?
suing for 1 billion. Sabinus,
There are different ways to make money now.
1 billion naira. I get that, yes, it's your slogan, but come on, 1 billion.
Is it his slogan?
It's well, he would say it's him that brought it to the limelight.
Okay, there's actually a bank that used Burna Boy, and the slogan there was you can bank on it, right? Okay, we understand they used Burna Boy as the ambassador.
No, I mean,
but in this case, was Sabinus actually used as an ambassador for?
No, he wasn't. It was just the words that were used. But people like when you take permission from them. It doesn't matter if it's copyrighted or not. Take for example, Timmy Dakolo has a problem with the fact that his song was used at the APC primaries. So it's it's my thing. It's not copyrighted, but it's me that puts it out there. If you want to use it, come ask me first. Don't just put it like you have the authority. No, but in Timmy's case, it
was his song that was used, so you could clearly hear his voice.
Yeah, but I'm saying
and his song. But for this,
but I'm expecting something huge. Something huge is coming. I mean, it was not.
But even before Sabinus got it from somewhere. Do you understand? Even before then, if you had even before Sabinus, if you had asked me, oh, Dashen, please borrow me 10,000 naira, I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have it, but don't worry, I'm expecting something huge soon. Is this Sabinus's?
I'm very sure that you don't expecting something huge.
I know. You can actually say that.
Yeah, but then it wasn't.
Okay. I say I'm expecting something soon.
Yes,
and then
it wasn't
you're like,
as
okay,
common
how
until
soon?
Sabinus
Don't worry,
came
it's going
on
to
ground.
be huge.
It's huge, very big. Just hold on to my ATM for now.
But I actually understand where you're coming from. In this, it was at the time where that expecting something huge actually went viral, and everybody attributed it to Sabinus and all that. But even at that, if it is not copyrighted or even trademarked to him specifically, then he has nothing, against, these people he's suing. So with that, we have come to the end of Daybreak Extra on Trust Television. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Hope you enjoyed every bit of everything we brought to you, on the show today. I remain Dasha and Hussein Ausman, and I'll see you again on Saturday next week.
It was lovely having you, and hope we do this again next week. I'm Rosemary Bassi.